spoken to myself. I don't intend to do that today. Right? So please make sure that you shout at me. And the second thing is, first of all, I wanted to really thank you for taking time and joining. I'm not sure whether most of you, whoever is joined, understand what this program is all about. So I'm going to take some time to kind of explain about it. Okay. First of all, in Testoper community, we are doing more than 20 programs in 2021. And all the programs that we are doing is in the Eventbrite. And what the program today you are in, it is called as Test Project Program. And this particular program is what we are going to go through, and I'm going to explain you what it is all about. And all these 20 programs that we are going to do is all based on a theme. We have created a theme for 2021. We are calling it as a connected industries and automation. So that's the theme that we have created. And as far as this particular program is concerned, it has got nothing to do with that theme, but it is all about to do something with every one of you. So with that, let me start the session. My name is Kader Khan. I will be your facilitator, and Shad Malik, he will join me to facilitate this session for today. So you might have seen in this particular presentation in the right-hand side, there's some slogan there, right? So there's some sentence there. Make a difference in society, contributing to the cause you believe in, and accelerate your growth. This is not just words. This is something that we strongly believe in Testoper. And why we strongly believe in this word in Testoper is because, first of all, we are a non-profit community, and we really wanted to help the tech individuals, so that every person in the tech industry. And we wanted to really give back and help them to grow. And that's why we proudly say we as a team make a difference in the society, contributing to the cause we believe in to accelerate your growth. Okay, so you might not, most of you are new, you might not know what is Testoper community. I will little bit talk about it, but let's quickly browse through what is our agenda today. The first thing that we are going to do is I'm going to show in the next slide some of the links. Please feel free to take a snapshot or a screenshot of that and join in different social media to get yourself updated about different things that we do at Testoper. Then I will talk about at a very high level what Testoper community is. And then I will introduce about the program that we are all today in. And with me, Shad will share the floor to talk about a project idea that we have. At this point of time, you probably would not understand what does it mean, but in the process, you will understand what does it mean. Then we will talk about the tools that we use and help you to join the tool, right? We will give you a guidance how you can join the tool and collaborate with us. So this is what is going to happen during the program. And after the program, in that collaboration tool, you are going to collaborate, meet, team up, research, learn, build, and achieve and celebrate, right? So what does it mean? Probably may not be very clear to you now, but I will explain that in the process. By the way, little bit introduction about myself. My name is Kader Khan, and I have over 22 years of industry experience. Have worked in 360-degree departments, various departments within an organization, starting from R&D to the business. And I am proud to be one of the lead volunteer in the Testoper community to help every one of you here and all other community members as well. And you can always connect with me. You can search me, Kader Khan, connect with me in LinkedIn. Happy to connect and happy to help you all in any ways that I can. So this is our first topic of our agenda. And I would kindly recommend that you take a screenshot of this and feel free to join our YouTube channel. You would see a lot of programs that we have done in 2020 is recorded and it's there. You can listen to that and learn a lot of things out of that. Join us in Meetup and Eventbrite to register to all the programs that we are going to do and join us in other programs as well. And we also have LinkedIn groups, GitHub, Twitter, Facebook, website, and the email ID and the phone number is there. Please take a snapshot of this, join all the social media, and get to know about us more and help us also to grow. It might sound weird to you hearing help us to grow, but I'll tell you why I am saying this in subsequent slides. And we have been supported by a lot of non-profit sponsors. Remember, we are a non-profit organization. We don't run for profit. We run to give back to you guys, right? And it is run by all of us. That's how we see it. Again, you might find it a little bit weird what it is, but I'll explain that in the subsequent slides. So these are all some of the non-profit sponsors have really helped us to provide the tools that we can use to do this good work. As an example, today we are all in the Microsoft Teams. It has been provided by Microsoft to do our good work. Likewise, GitHub, the city of Brampton supports us when we do the online programs to give us for marketing things. And all these people that you see here have really supported us in our great initiative. So I'll stop here. Have you guys taken a snapshot of the screen? Yes, no? You can say a flag in the team, right? You can kind of say hi in the teams. All right, perfect. So looks like you all have taken the snapshot of this. This is very important and super important. Moving on, I have already introduced myself and I would like to give a minute floor for my co-facilitator of this program, Shad Malik, to share about himself. Please, Shad, floor to you.
Thanks, Kader. Hey guys, my name is Saad Malik. Before I start, can you guys hear me? And can you guys hear me fine?
Yes.
Yes, Saad. Great. So I've been with Testoper for a while now. I taught their Python course in our last year, and I came to Canada in March, and I'm working right now as a backend developer. I'm going to continue teaching more courses in the future, and I'm going to teach some AI courses, maybe some Python courses later. And I'm really looking forward to working with all of you guys on the Testoper project.
Thank you very much, Shad, for your introduction. Moving on, a quick introduction about Testoper community. So if you do not know, most of you all know, for those who do not know, what we focus on 3 personas. If you see this picture, the center of it, there is a developer, tester, and operation experts from the engineer all the way to the CEOs and CTOs, right? So we focus on the software developers, testers, and operations experts. Operations experts, for those who do not know, they are the one who operate the product, make sure 24/7 it is running. If there is a problem, they troubleshoot it, they fix that, and they give the feedback to the R&D and so on. DevOps basically cuts across all these 3 professionals, right? So we basically focus on these 3 personas from engineer all the way to the CEOs and CTOs. And what do we do with them? The next circle, we help them to enable future skills and innovation. So when we talk about future skills and innovation, there are a number of things, right? Technical skills, management skills that you see in the left-hand side here, technical skills, management skills, and all those kind of things. We'll really help them to develop their future skills and innovation. On what? Because we are a technology community. We focus on intelligent technologies, advanced technologies like blockchain, Internet of Things, and so on. That, when you are knowing that technology, you might build products on those technologies and you might host it in some IT architecture and interfaces like cloud, cybersecurity, and all those things that cuts across the different technologies. So we also kind of help people to learn that. So now by doing this, what's going to happen, right? We are basically helping these 3 personas to enable future skills and innovation on the intelligent technologies and IT architecture and interfaces. By doing so, we are really helping them to work in different vertical industries like finance, telecom, or whatever, in different departments, right? Like R&D, product management, marketing, sales, and provide, by working on those departments, what do? You provide your end customer with software products, solutions, services, and so on. So that's what you see here: vertical industries, business operations, and customer solutions. And that is what we call this as a future workforce. If you are able to make that happen, then every one of us become a future workforce. And most of you might know what is a future workforce. For those who do not know what is a future workforce, see, in the past 10 years ago, we used to be expert in one thing and we used to do good at one thing. But now the world is agile. Wherever you are going to go and work, they are going to expect you to work on multiple things. And even if they expect you to work on one thing, some new project or the new product, if the company is going to develop, they are going to expect you to pivot yourself and quickly adapt to that new work. If you don't know anything about that new work beforehand, it's going to be very difficult for you to pivot yourself. So that means as an individual, what you need to do is you not only have to develop the depth of the skills, but also you have to develop the breadth of the skills. And if you do that, you become a future workforce. And we at Testoper community basically help you not only to develop the depth of skills, but also the breadth of skills through various programs that we do. We have meetups, hackathons, masterclass, codathon, and today's program is a Testoper project. So every program has its unique reasons and unique reasons to develop some skills. Together, all these different programs is going to really help you to become a future workforce. So that's the thought process. And we are more diverse and inclusive organization, right? As a nonprofit, we employed, unemployed, indigenous people, entrepreneur, immigrants, youth, women. We support everyone, but we are focused on software development, testing, and operations expert. And whoever from all these different personas come, all these different categories come to learn the software development, testing, and operations, then this is the place for them to be. So that is what the Testoper community is all about. If I have to summarize this in one single word, all we wanted to do as a vision and mission is help you guys to become a future workforce by enabling future skills and innovation. And we are a non-profit developer community. So we work for you, and we don't work for profit. This is very, very important thing that you understand. So the third agenda to this call is very, very important. Why you need to develop future skills and innovation? You have to understand few things, right? There's a lot of people say, I lost my job. Yes, there are certain circumstances, certain circumstances you might lose the job, right? But if the company is doing well, then you lose the job. Then you have to ask yourself, why do I lose the job? Right? And the companies, if they don't be profitable, if they're losing money, you might lose a job, right? And if you're not important enough, you will be the first in the line, right? So the company takes a responsibility to really help you to learn and grow your skills, but at the same time you also have to take a responsibility to learn and grow your skills. But if you look at from the statistics point of view, just to give you, I'm trying to help you to open your jack in the box, because this is the first session of the Testoper project, and we have this session every week moving forward. And you have to think, right? Today, if you actually see the way that agile things and the new things are happening, as per the statistics, 1 in 5 Canadians are at risk if you don't continuously develop your skill. And if you become comfortable working in your company, then you basically are going to be 1 in 5 Canadian, right? Which you don't want to be. And this pandemic caused a lot of job losses. And a lot of people think government, a lot of people blame, right? They say, hey, I lost the job and government should do something about it. Or government should do something about me developing my skills. And trust me, government is doing it. Like, if you don't know, if you are a Canadian, if you have been in Canada, probably if you have bought a home, you know that you can get a first buyer home loan from your RRSP. Likewise, if you wanted to upskill, you can take the loans from RRSP. Right? So the government is doing in many ways, helping you. Like if you lose the job, there is an EI. Right? So it's helping you in many different ways. But should we be dependent on government all the time? That's not a wise thing we as an individual to do. And same thing, when you look at from the enterprise point of view, enterprise, if you work in a big organization, they really wanted to help you. And you have to take advantage of that. Definitely. But at the same time, you have to have a mindset of developing the skills by yourself. It's very critical. So this Testoper community is nothing but a people-led grassroots movement. This is how we see ourselves. It is, we basically do for the people, by the people. That is our key thing. It is a people-led grassroots movement. If you, in one of the survey, they said this, like more than 74% of the people believe it is their responsibility to develop their skills. It is not government responsibility. It is not enterprise responsibility. It is their responsibility. If they wanted to be success, they have to develop the skills. Trust me, guys, it is a fight. It is like a battle that we are going through, and we have to go through this battle, every one of us, for our family, for our kids. We have to go through this battle, and we have to make sure we cannot be sitting in a comfort zone, and we have to make sure that we are continuously learning, and we are and always moving towards winning this. And it is our responsibility, and we cannot sit back and wait for the event to unfold. It is our responsibility to acquire our skills. It is our responsibility to be better, so we can take care of our own ourselves, our family. You cannot blame it on others. Blaming it on others are always easy, but taking a responsibility to oneself and doing it is always the challenging thing. And our goal in Testoper community, we are a people-led grassroots movement. This organization is not run by 2 or 3 people. This organization is run by more than 25 volunteers. This organization is run by you. This organization is run by me. It's run by everyone. So it is a people-led organization to help each other to continuously learn and become successful. So that is what Testoper is all about. And we are really unique, like I said. Why? Because we are a non-profit. We are a grassroots movement. For those who do not understand what is a grassroots movement, it means it is a movement where people come together and do something for themselves to help others and grow government and fulfill government problems and fulfill enterprise problems that we are working. So if you think about it, I'm working for a company, and if my company needs good talented people in different areas, and if I develop myself, I'm actually helping my company. If I develop myself and if I earn good money, I'm actually helping the government to grow and recover the economy from the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is what it is, right? So the most unique thing about us, we are a people-led community. This is very, very important that you guys need to understand. And this slide will be accessible to everyone. So I will skip some of the details on this, but the nutshell is it is a people-led grassroots movement. And we all are here together learn, together teach, together grow, and together help enterprises and government. It is other way around. It is unique. See, normally what happens is enterprise wants to help the people. Government wants to help the people. Testoper community is other way around. It's the people who wants to help the enterprise and the government and the people as well. This is a unique non-profit community that you would see across the globe. And most of the tech-led communities are for profit. This is a non-profit community. Now, I am not sure if Dennis is joined in this call or not. I don't see him joining. I wanted to really thank Dennis for his contribution. So he basically contributed some donation towards the Testoper community, and I was expecting that he would join today, which he did not. I really wanted to thank him for his contribution. Again, it's this organization runs through the donations. It runs through everything. Whatever we get, we use that to organize the programs and give back to the community, being a nonprofit. Right, so that's about the Testoper community. Now jump into the Testoper project. So like I said, we do number of projects, number of programs. So one of the program that we do is called as a Testoper project. And that is the program that you are participating today. And this program is going to continue every week, Friday, 6 to 7, from now till the year end. Now, what is, and if you wanted, if you after this session, if you are serious about continue on this program, There is a WhatsApp link here. I would recommend that you take a snapshot again. And this WhatsApp link will also be shared in the chat window. And you're welcome to join. And this WhatsApp link is a closed WhatsApp link for only those people who contribute for this particular program, Testoper projects. Feel free to take a snapshot of this. Now, what is this Testoper project? See, we all have been working in different company, or we are just starting our journey into work. And we have a lot of people have lots of different types of experience. And we wanted to bring all these things together. We wanted to, in Testoper community, we wanted to provide a platform which can help you to bring all these things together and develop something, right? And gain work experience. Develop a project or something so you can gain your work experience, unbiased work experience. This is very important. See, when you are working in some company, what happens? You have your boss, you have someone pushing you on to do things, or you are doing things that you don't like to do, but you have to do it in your day job because it's giving you bread and butter, right? So this is an opportunity for you to do things that you wanted to really do, right? And it's an unbiased environment, meaning there's nobody to really punish you, right? So it's an unbiased environment for you to come together and build something and gain your work experience. And that is what this Testoper project is all about. If I have to explain a little bit more that aligns to the vision and mission of what we did and the USP of what Testoper is all about. Testoper project program is again nothing but people-led movement. That is all 18 people in this group. It is led by us that tackles the future skills and innovation challenges. For whom? For students, immigrants, job seekers, re-entrants, unemployed, employed. Even the employed needs to improve their skills. They might be doing something in their job which they don't like. They wanted to do something different. So we wanted to really provide a platform for all these different people. So what they by whom? Run by industry experts, right? In this call, I consider myself as an industry expert, and like there are so many in this call are industry experts, right? So we are all people. We wanted to help the people who are students, immigrants, job seekers, re-entrants, unemployed, and employed by the same people plus industry experts and the people who are working. And why do we wanted to do this? We wanted to really help them to accelerate the career, intrapreneurship, and entrepreneurship aspirations. So what does it mean? When you join this Testoper project, what are you going to get out of this, right? This program, what we are going to do is we are going to form teams and we are going to build a project, right? We are going to work together and we are going to build a product, okay? And you're going to get a real-time experience on that. And when you're getting that real-time experience, you can use that experience to develop your skills in your day job, or you can use that experience to get a job or whatever. Whoever is participating in this project, they get the working experience of this particular project. Now, what is this project is all about? We will talk about it later, okay? But those who are involved in this activity, they will get a real work experience, and they will also get the work experience certificate. And as we progress and as we continue to make this very successful and take it forward, right, we can get more people to come and provide us with awards and prizes and gifts, right? So those kind of things. That is the one part of this program. And the core part of this program, we wanted you to come together, form a team, and build a project, build a product. That is what we wanted you to do. And we have some initial idea that can actually benefit everyone, right, in this call, and also all other community members. And it is not restricted to that idea. If you have your own idea, you wanted to build that idea, you wanted to form a team, and you wanted to build, you are also you're also allowed to do that, and feel free to do that. This is a platform where we wanted to bring different people to team up and start building something. You can build something that you are interested to build, forming the team, or you wanted to build something on the idea that we have already created. Okay, so I'll talk about this. This is the core part of this program. talk about that when you join and do this, you get a work experience certificate, awards and prizes, real unbiased environment where you can learn something that you don't learn in your current work, and many different things. That's a core part of this particular program. And this program happens every hour on Friday, but it's actually more of the work you will do actually after this 1 hour, right? So that's what it is. Now the second part of this program is we will also train you every week, minimum 15 to 20 minutes on a topic which will help you to develop your future skills on some of the areas like attitude and continuous learning. And we'll also train you on the leadership skills. We will train you on entrepreneurship. We will train you on project management, product management. So every week you will get some or other thing, new thing to learn for 15 to 30 minutes. And the remaining 30 minutes, we will talk about the project that we will be doing, right? We will be doing to build a product. So you will get to learn a lot of future skills, leadership related skills, innovation related skills, entrepreneurship related skills as well in this program. Okay. So as a nutshell, the Testoper project is all about bringing people, having them to collaborate and build a product that is your own idea or the idea that we already have. And when I talk about the idea that we already have, that idea was something that we put together and we call it as a career path and learning path. It was put together by some of the attendees in the session to create a to start working on different projects to create a product. Okay, so in order to kickstart that, we have done that. Now I will hand over the floor to Shad to really explain about that idea. And remember what I told you. You don't have to really work on this idea, right? If this is something that is interesting for you, you want to contribute, you can do that. If you believe you have some other idea that you wanted to build together and you wanted to form a team to build together, you can also do that, right? So you're not tied to doing this, but we are basically providing some platform and some kickoff thing for you to get engaged and start doing certain things. So with that, I will leave the floor to Shad to share about the idea that we have. And again, the idea that we have is all about when this product is built, it is going to help again the community, right? All of us. That's what it is all about. And how it is going to help, Shad will share his insight. Shad, over to you.
Thanks, Kader. Kader, can we keep using your screen? If you can open the next slide.
Yes.
Great. So what we're trying to do, and I'm going to talk about both these projects together at first, and then maybe later we can get into the specifics of each. But these projects really follow the mission of Testoper. And Kader mentioned the names before. It's career path and learning path. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to understand what a person needs to learn, right? What the field that they're in, if they want a job, and this has to be related to, as Kader said, QA or software development. What are the skills that they're lacking? What can we do to make them competitive in the future or modern workforce? So a core part of this project is having the infrastructure where someone can come to us, give us information about themselves, and then we should have some way of processing what their needs are, right? Where they need to improve, what skills they need to learn, how they can improve their credentials to an employer, and so forth. The next thing that we want to do is, once we've identified what a person needs to learn, we need to give him or her a step-by-step method or trajectory that he can follow to reach that future workforce that we want. So what we're going to do with Learning Path is that we're going to work with the data that we get from Career Path, and we're going to generate suggestions for the person so that he or she can go and, for example, someone comes in and they're a junior developer with some skills in SQL or Python, right? Now, using career path, we can determine what their skill level is and what they need to do to improve. And so now learning path can come in and recommend, for example, a course in intermediate Python that this person can follow. Once he's completed that course, we can suggest a course in maybe expert level Python, for example, right? And then with learning path, we want to keep track of their progress, and we want to also know when they've completed learning path, right? So we can track conversions and so forth. And with learning path, the idea was that we would want all sorts of content. So it doesn't have to be courses that are provided by Testoper. These could be courses that are provided by third parties. But we obviously would want to know the progress of the people that go through it. And the really interesting thing about this is once a person has completed learning path, we can still keep track of where they are, right? Maybe some got a job because of what they learned and they're actually using those skills in different companies. So knowing that would also be really interesting and something that you'd want to think about building within this system. So a good way to think about this is, yeah, these are two separate pieces of software or whatever, but they're trying to accomplish the same thing, right? You could think of these as two different web applications, but again, the goal behind them is very similar. And when we're building them, we would want both of these to be very integrated. So for example, something like, user sign up, it doesn't have to be separate, it has to be the same thing. So as we go through the development process of this, we're not going to treat them as separate entities. We're going to build these together. So you might be someone who's working on a certain part of learning path, but then that part of learning path may also be used in career path. And so, that's our plan for building this technology. And
just to add on to what Shad is saying, right?
Yeah.
Shad, yeah, finish your thought. Sorry, I thought you stopped talking. There was some quality issues. I don't know, is it on my side or on your side? Can everyone hear Shad properly?
Yep, we can hear him properly. I think it's on your side.
Yes,
Maybe.
yes.
It's on my side. Okay, all right. Please go ahead, Shad. I thought you kind of ended.
I was just going to add at the end, when you decide what you want to do in Testoper projects, you don't have to think about going in one direction or the other, working on learning path or working on career path. There's a lot of overlap here, and you're basically going to be working on the same thing. So that's all I wanted to note. Kader, you can take it from here.
Thank you, Shad. So, guys, just to summarize what Shad is saying, first, there's two things, right? First of all, I wanted to tell you, you don't have to work on this, right? If you have your own idea, and with your idea, if someone is on that particular project, you can do that, right? So we, in this test project program, we are providing a platform for every one of you. Like, we are going to provide you GitHub, we are going to provide you Microsoft Teams, we are doing marketing to bring different people together and wanted each of you to work together and learn and build something. That's what the test project is all about, as simple as that, right? But however, you can build on your own idea, or you can work on the idea that we have. If you decide to work on the idea that we have, then what is the benefit of this idea? That's the most important thing to understand. See, if you and me, all of us, what do we have a problem? What problem do we have? So start with when there are new immigrants. I take an example as an immigrant. The immigrant is coming, and Canadian employers are asking, do you have a Canadian experience? Now, if you work on this real-time project and you get an experience, you will at least have a Canadian experience given by our nonprofit community, right? And we don't need any money from you because we are a nonprofit. There's not like many other companies who market, you want an experience, come and work with us and we'll give money and give certificates. So we don't do that, right? We wanted to do this for the betterment of the community so that they get some practical experience and learn, get certificates, using that to get better jobs or whatever. practical problem, right? And when I'm, for example, when we are working in a company, what happens? I'm working in a project, but that's not give me enough knowledge that what I wanted to do, but I wanted to do something more. This is the right platform to do that. And I'm working on a technology. I wanted to work on some other technology. This is the right platform to do that. Now, this platform allows you to build the team and build on your own ideas, something, and then give to the benefit of others, or work on our idea. Now, I'm talking a bit about our idea. What is the use of these two projects? What Shad explained, career path and learning path. How is it going to be used? Who is going to use this? And what are the benefits of this? So when we do this project together, right, and when we have this project available and deployed, it is going to be used by you and me. As an example, I am at a career point A, and I wanted to go to career point B. So let's say I am, as an example, I am working in the finance industry, and I wanted to move into a manufacturing industry, and I wanted to change the technology. Another example is I'm working on a legacy, some old technology, and I wanted to move into a new technology, let's say blockchain or artificial intelligence, and I wanted to change my career into this. So these are all the different things you and me as an individual will do. And this particular, when we develop this career path as a project and a product that is deployed, I can become a user of this product, and I can actually look at, okay, hey, I can provide input. This is what I'm doing, and this is what I wanted to do, and understand, right? Is this something, is there a job market? See, a lot of people, what they do, think about it. I'm pretty sure every one of you have done the same thing. I have done many times this mistake in my life. I think that I wanted to do this, and I go and invest money and I study on that. And after that, I realize there is not many job openings on that particular area. Right? These are all some of the problems that we face. And the product that we are going to develop that is called as a career path is going to actually solve it. Solve that problem. We are going to come and we're going to provide our inputs. This is what I wanted to do to go from A and B. It is going to go and analyze through AI or whatever that needs to be designed and all, right? This is just an idea now. We are going to go through the requirement phase, design phase, etc., etc. But from the point of view of the product, it's going to take an input and it's going to look at labor market. It's going to say, hey, you have chosen the right thing, because in next 3 years, this job, these are all the different types of jobs that are available. So what you have chosen is the right thing. Please go ahead and develop your skill. It's going to tell you that. And after you develop, assume that you have developed your skill, right? So that's what it is. Job analysis. You wanted to decide which one you wanted to do, and you are validating with the labor market things that are in different Canadian websites, and if it's in a different country, you also get those different data from the different APIs and so on. Then after that, what you do is, let's assume you go and learn and then come back, right? And you are capable of doing it. Then normally what you do is you either apply for a job in the job sites. You go and apply, and you look for the job, and you wanted to get yourself promoted or get a new job or whatever. So that's a job posting blog. Then you have a job referral blog, right? There's a lot of times what happens is, a lot of people, when they're applying for a job, they ask for reference. But we are the community, people-led grassroots movement, right? If you have friends within our community, and you are applying for a job in a company, and this person is working in that company, and you know him from our community, you can reach out to him and ask him for job reference. Otherwise, you are more or less standing helpless. Then you can present yourself. You can create a module, Smart Recruit, that you can present yourself in a video in such a nice way, so that interview, everything can be skipped, and they can actually look at you, and they can recruit you directly, right? So you can build a product out of this idea in such a way that it can help you and me and all the community members. So that is what this career path is all about. Now, I told, like, after understanding, at some point you need to take a break and have to go and learn to go from point A to point B. So that to help you to learn to go from point A to point B is nothing but this learning path flow, right? It will try to understand your current skill. It will try to set different milestones based on your input to go from A to B. And then it will give you different options and ratings from where all you can go and learn. Shad kind of mentioned, it's not only Testoper, right? It can give you in Udemy, it can give you in university, and different ratings it can give for you to choose to go from A to B. And then you finish that, and then track the process and come back and do this repeatedly. And once you are good, go back and start applying for the job and get a job or get a promotion or whatever. So this idea that we came up with, and kudos to all the volunteers of the last year. We did last 2 months of last year. We sat together and we did some pilot ideas to come up with this particular program, Testoper project that we launched today, right? And I have to really thank those people who has helped to launch this program. This particular two ideas are actually coming from them because it's an actual problem that they are facing, and they wanted some kind of a solution to this, and they wanted to do this project, and that's how they came up with this idea. Now, what I wanted to tell you is that if you like this idea, you can work on this idea. If you don't like this idea, if you have your own idea and if you want to build your own team and work on that idea, you're welcome to do that. And this Testoper project platform is open for you to do both the things. Okay. Now, by now you would have understood what is Testoper. You understood what is the Testoper community as an organization, why we exist, and what we are trying to do. It is a people-led community for the people. You know that, right? Now, the second thing, what you know so far is what is Testoper project program is all about. It is a platform that we wanted to bring different people to come together, form teams, and build amazing things that can help the community. Right. So the difference is, see, there is a lot of hackathons and a lot of things that happens there. The goal is to build something, right? And then with that, you can make money, right? You can go to the investors and you can make money and you can become an entrepreneur. But this tester project is a little bit different from that, right? You are going to come up with an idea and you're going to build that, and you're going to build it like an open source project, right? And you're going to build that to help others, not to make money out of that. That's the difference. Okay, so the difference between the hackathon and the Testoper project is this. This has to be very clear, right? So you wanted to come up with an idea so that you can really help others. Others meaning people, enterprise, and government. And you wanted to do this with goodwill, right? Because now we are non-profit. We do give, we give selflessly, right? We don't do it for making money. Okay, so that's what the idea is all about. So now you understood the Testoper community. Now you understood what the Testoper project is. Now, what's going to be our next step, right? So right now we have these two ideas. But if you have additional ideas, we will also help you to create teams for additional ideas to kind of do it. Now, these two are two complete projects, okay? And you can kind of think, I can pick this job analysis and I can implement that as a separate product, which is still okay, right? It need not have to be like, you have to build this whole thing into one product. It need not have to be like that too, right? You can choose to build a separate module or a product only to validate with the labor market, is this particular job has a future or not, right? You can come up with only that idea. It's totally up to you how you wanted to do it, right? So these are all the different ideas we have. This presentation will be available for you to go through the details. Whatever I explained a little bit, details of that is also available here. You can go through that. And once you go through that, and if you believe some of the ideas that you like, and you wanted to start working on that idea from level 0, right? Starting validation of the requirements and building the business requirements and design, architecture, development, implement. You're going to do it from the scratch. That's the beauty of this program, right? You're not going to be told what you need to do. Then the purpose of this program diminishes. Okay, you have to take a lead to do things by yourself, and we are here industry experts to coach you to do it on the right direction. And as I told you, the Testoper project is going to be split into two halves, right? One half is we will be teaching you on different skills, leadership, etc., and the second half is open discussion about team formation and how this idea is going. And if you have built something, you can come and show demo to everyone in this call and things like that, right? So that's the second half of the call. So now it's that you understood the community, understood the projects and the purpose of this whole thing that we are doing and why we are doing. Now, what we need to do as a next step is a couple of things, right? You need to decide which team you want to be, right? Whether it is a career path or a learning path. And you can actually add your name and what role you want it to be. We want to keep it simple. There's only two roles. Someone is leading that project, and rest of them are members of that project. Two roles, right? And you can actually tell yourself where you will contribute, right? You will contribute on researching and requirement generation. You will contribute on architecting of that particular module or the project. You will help on development, testing, and operations, right? So whichever it is, you can put your responsibility where you can help. And if you have your GitHub ID, please put it here. We will add you into the Testoper GitHub, and we'll create a different repositories for different projects for you guys to do it. And also please share your email address so we can communicate with you, right? So this is what you're going to enter into this document. Now, where is this document? I will come back to you in a minute. The same thing for learning part. So the takeaway for your call today is that, this, I want to show something towards the end. Takeaway for, oops, fine. Okay. Where was I? Why is it always going there? Okay. So the takeaway for you in this call is that go back and think about which module that you wanted to work on, put your names and everything, and we are going to discuss about it in our next session. Now, how is this going to happen? It's pretty simple. Okay. There is a WhatsApp group. Okay. And the link is being sent to you all. And if you are interested, please join that WhatsApp group and say, I am interested. Okay. Then what happens is, we know your name. Please put your name and say interested. We know your name. We can get your email ID from the Eventbrite. Then we will add you into the Testoper Microsoft Teams. If you look at the agenda today, right? The fifth agenda here is MS Tour and joining. So what we use is, we use Microsoft Teams for the collaboration. Okay, I'm going to show you here quickly. So this is the Microsoft Teams that we use. And once you have an account and join to this one, you will have access to this Testoper community, and you will have access to this Testoper projects. So in the Testoper project, you can click General, and you can go to Files, and inside that there is a project document. And inside the project document, there is a Testoper project master planning document. That is the document today myself and Shad presented it to you. So you can go there. Once you have an account, you can go there and you can open that, and you can start filling up your roles, right? Which team that you wanted to do and things like that. Also, after you join the Testoper projects, in the general, you can chat. Okay. You can actually ask yourself, hey, I am interested in doing this module. Anyone in this session wants to join me to do this, and build your own team, and start writing the requirements and architecture, and start building it. Now, we are there to help you, how to train you how to build the business requirements. We are not going to do the business requirements for you, but we are going to train you how to build the business requirements. What are all the areas that you can go and research? Like, for example, if you decide to join one of the project and you decide to select one of the module that you wanted to lead and implement, then we have done already some research. You can actually go down here. We have given some links for you to go down and research more and more, right? And work on that. And we will be training you on these things in the subsequent sessions, right? Once we have the names and things like that, we will show you the direction where you can go and research, learn more to come up with the requirement document, business requirement, and how to build the business requirements, how to build the architecture document, and how to actually go and validate your idea is good, how to make sure what you are building is better than anyone else who has built. All these leadership skills, innovation skills, entrepreneur skills, how to build a business plan, all these skills will be trained in this project. Right? 30 minutes every week, we will create some or other topic to train you. And by end of this year, if you continue to learn, you will become so expert, you will really cherish that in your life. But now it's not only we train you, right? It is also that you can train us too. You can communicate in that Testoper project channel, say, hey, I would like to share this topic and train and give some help to people in our community, in whoever is participating in this project. Please do so. Remember, it is a people-led grassroots movement. We can be successful only if we people help each other to learn and grow. That is the only way we can be successful. Okay, so you have, there are some research places are there, you can go and research and so on. So now going back to the Microsoft Teams, so you have the flow is very simple. WhatsApp link is there in the chat. Join the WhatsApp link and say you are interested. If you say you are interested, we will take your email ID from Eventbrite, or you can also put your email ID. If you don't want to use the email ID that is in the Eventbrite and you wanted to use a different email ID, put that email ID in the chat. We will add you, so we can add you into this community, like add member. So we can add you. Once we add you, what happens is you get the email from this Microsoft Teams. So all you have to do is download the Microsoft Teams in your computer, put that email ID, click forgot password. Then once you log in, you are in. And once you are in, you can see this collaboration channel. So once you are in the collaboration channel, this particular program collaboration channel is called as a Testoper project. Here you can start typing chats and asking people, hey, I wanted to do this, you wanted to do this, and take it forward. So that's the way, that's the next step that you need to do. Okay. Let me make sure that I completed everything. So we went through the Testoper introduction, we went through the projects, and we shared about the initial idea that we have, that you can join and lead and develop that idea into the reality. And you are also allowed to bring your own idea, build the team for your own idea, and do it. Just make sure you are coming up with an idea that is not to make money for you, but to really help others. That's the only requirement that we have for this test project, because we don't want people to come and make this like a commercial thing, right? We wanted people to come and do this for learning and build a product so they can help others by giving it for free and things like that, right? So or you can actually put that product in such a way that it can help to generate some revenue for the community to do more additional programs and to do more get together and things like that, right? So we wanted it to do in a way that it can help us, not help one single person. That's the key differentiation here that I wanted you to understand. Okay, just to recap the flow, the next step flow is go to WhatsApp, put you're interested, give your email address, we will add you into Microsoft Teams. Then you can start collaborating with other members in the test project. And please be active in the test project, right? Please be always online, share things and do things, right? Because we are starting now. Initially, it may not be that active, but I'm pretty sure it will become active as things becomes settles down, right? That's the conclusion of this call. And finally, please, today you registered in the Eventbrite or Meetup, you joined. The next session, you have to do the same registration. Every session you can register it there, okay? Just make sure you register it and join. Why we need that is because we need to track the statistics, how many people have joined. That really helps us to present ourselves to the government, to the enterprise, to say about our good work that we are doing together as a people-led grassroots movement. Okay, so that thing is coming to an end. I wanted to open a floor for a couple of minutes for any. Sorry, we wanted to finish a little bit early, but we started 5 minutes, 6 minutes late, so we got a little bit delayed. So I'm going to use that 5-6 minutes to answer any questions that you have. Please ask if you have any questions. Or if you wanted to share, have any comments, you can also do that.
I have a question, please.
Yes, go ahead, follow.
So the projects you were talking about, is it Testoper projects, or we come up with ideas of projects to work on, or it's just like there's a certain Testoper projects that we just choose from?
No. The Testoper project is the program name. Okay, and you can choose the project idea that we have, or you can have your own idea, build a team to implement that. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. But one thing that we wanted to make sure is you don't make that like a commercial thing, right? You come up with an idea that can help others and build it together, right? That's the only request that we have.
Okay.
And we have a hackathon program that we are going to do in July, right? It's already there in the Eventbrite. There you can come and innovate something, do something, and build your company from there, right? The purpose of that program is for that. But this purpose is bringing people together, learning and building something that can really help the Canadian government or the global people around the globe and everyone, right? So that's what we wanted to do. We want to build something that can help others.
Okay. Not like a commercial kind of project, just like a project that helps people.
Yeah, that helps people in any ways, right? In any ways.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, which projects are there already?
Yeah, so we have idea, right, for these two projects.
Or which ideas are there already, or suggestions or proposals?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't understand your question.
Which projects ideas are there already?
Yes, so we have an idea. That's what we explained today in the call. There is an idea that we have to help people to use this particular idea that we have to develop their career path, right? To understand their where they are or where they want to go and develop their career, right? So this is one idea that we have. The another idea is to help people to understand what they know today and what they want to learn and help them to go from what they know today to what they want to learn in future, right? These are the two ideas that we have. This is the high level picture, and within that we have number of small modules. By itself is an idea, right? So you can implement, you can pick any one of the small box and you can implement it, or you can work together to implement the whole thing. It's totally up to you. Yeah, we do have some ideas to kickstart. But if you want to bring your own idea to do, you're also welcome to do. And you need to find your team and everything through the collaboration channel, and your friends and everyone come here and do things and help others. That's what it is. Hope I answered your question.
Not fully, but okay, I got it.
But which part is missing, Turhal? If you have any questions, specific questions, I'll be happy to answer. Yeah.
No, do I understood right? These are two main projects that you have your side or your ideas.
It is our ideas, not our.
Yeah,
mind,
but
right?
the currently suggested projects, career path and learning path, right? And in fact, this career path and learning path are, how to say, top projects. So inside the project, several mini sub projects.
Correct. You can come up with an idea. You can say, I don't like any of this idea. I have a new idea that can help the people to grow their career. Come up with an idea and do it. It's still good, right? Or forget about career path, learning path. You wanted to build something for those people who are immigrants to for example, go and go to the right place to get help. You can build that too, right? So you can come up with an idea. You work on this idea what we have, or you can come up with an additional idea within this idea, or a separate idea altogether outside of this idea. It doesn't really matter, right? So you can come up with an idea and you can ask for people who can work with you on that idea in the Testoper channel, and build your own team and start working on that idea and serve the community. That's all we wanted you to do. And now that is serving the community is the secondary, right? The primary thing is you are learning, right? You are going to be coached how to do from level 0. See, when you're working in a company, what happens? So you are told to do few things, right? But now here what happens is you have a free hand. You are going to be provided with different trainings that can help you to do something from level 0 all the way to the deployment and helping people and growing, right? Whatever, right? So that's the beauty of this particular program. And plus, those, if you are a student and if you are an immigrant, or if you have lost your job, right, and there is a gap, then you can fill that gap here. And when you work on this project seriously, for next 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years, you will get from our end, the certificates that you have worked on this, right? The real project, and you have built this project and you have delivered this project. You will get some kind of certificates from us. experience that we get from us, and our sponsors can come in, and if they like some of the project that you have done, really help the, for example, let's say the government of Canada or the city of Brampton or whatever, right? They will come in and they will recognize you, right? There's so many things that can happen if we do this right. Make sense? All right. Any other questions? No. Hey, I'm not sure. Have you guys seen this or not? I just wanted to put this, watch this video, and then if I'm pretty confident that you're going to laugh, and if you are laughing and having fun, go home with a good smile, and please register yourself in Eventbrite. Follow the process that I said, and then we will go from there. And join us in our next meeting, and then we will go from there. I have a couple of questions from Sandra and Michelle. Sandra, Michelle, do you have any questions particularly? No? There was a hand raised.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, I want to know how can I tell you the role and the model I want to participate?
How can you?
Yes.
Can you repeat it? How can you? Sorry.
How can I tell you the role and the model that I want to be part of?
Yeah, so that's the process. So you join the WhatsApp link and send us your email. We will add you in the Testoper community, which we have already. I think you are already there in the community, right? So now you have to do is you have to go. I showed you the link here, right? You have to go to the projects. You should see this Testoper projects. If you don't see, let me know, right? We will ask our IT team to do it. And you should go here, go to general, go to files. And the file that we shared today is in the project documents. Open that file and go to that the slide and update your name, email address, GitHub, and everything. That's how we will know. Okay, and feel free to make a copy of that slide if there is less space and add your name too. Okay. Did it answer your question?
Okay, Sam? I cannot see the project.
Okay, so if you cannot see it, then I have to add you. Maybe you are not. Let me see. What's your email ID? Okay, so I will add you offline, right? Just to send a message in the WhatsApp. We will add you in the offline. Okay. So now.